What's the most messed up thing someone has confessed to you in confidence? We knew that my grandpa was born in 1922, so he would have been of age for the war, but my grandpa always insisted he never participated and tried to hush up our questions. Skip to him being pretty intoxicated one night when we went to visit my grandparents. My grandpa told me to go into the other room with him and my parents were already going to bed and everything. I'm in grandpa's room and he pulls out a small chest and opens it, showing me a bunch of photos and old World War II Army gear, including his old helmet. I was pretty astonished as he never talked about that time. Out of nowhere he asked for my confidence and I said of course, safe with me. He starts telling me that he landed on Omaha Beach on D-Day as part of the 1st Infantry Division or the Big Red One. He started telling me the things that he saw and I was terrified. Apparently, when he came off the landing craft, the door jammed and only went about halfway down, exposing the soldiers inside without letting them out. Some guys panicked and tried to go over the side, but were shot down. As the crew member was trying to fix the door, machine guns turned on the exposed landing craft and pretty much wiped out everyone on board. My grandpa went up and over the side with 2 pals of his, and successfully made it into the surf without being hit. At this point he started crying and he asked me if I knew what artillery does when it hits, and I said I guess. Him and his friends made it up the beach miraculously and onto a small bluff to take cover, but a shell hit about 10 meters away from them. It almost knocked my grandpa out, but when he started to recover from the shock, he realized that both his friends had been hit. He said that one of them was still alive, but had been divided in 2 from the legs and was squirming and slowly fading. The other friend, his best friend who enlisted with my grandpa, had his face taken off and tried to speak, but only made inhuman and awful sounds before he passed several minutes later. My grandpa was pinned still trying to recover from the shock and machine gun fire was heavy, so he couldn't go out to comfort or try to help his friends, so he had to sit there and watch them pass away. My grandpa started to cry uncontrollably and I just hugged him. I was absolutely terrified about what he had been through. I was only 12 to 13 at the time, but I understood why he didn't tell anyone. When he calmed down a bit, he told me never to tell anyone because that was his burden to bear. He was awfully out of it, but I think he truly meant that, so I haven't told anyone since.